Welcome into the Great American Race. It's the Daytona 500. 500 miles, 40 cars. The stories of the race. Kevin Harvick to the back after an engine change after qualifying. A rear gear change for J.J. Yaley. He will also be starting at the back. And Greg Biffle, he crashed during qualifying. He will also start in the back, as well as us, because we are not good on qualifying on the restrictor plate. Green flags in the air. The Daytona 500 is underway here from Daytona International Speedway at the World Center of Racing. 32 laps in this first stage, but we're going to try to see how fast we can get up to the front as we go through turns 1 and 2 right now. We're already going to be 3 wide here on lap number 1. Down the backstretch, we're still not full up to speed, but we're still trying to make some moves right here on the 51 of Cody Ware and the 66 of Timmy Hill. And still trying to make moves here down to the bottom of the racetrack, 3 wide for the 30th position.
Still there.
And we're already passing cars left and right now, already up into the top 30. And now we look about 13 laps later as we get freight trained here at turns 3 and 4. We're going to get pushed up the racetrack by Cody Ware. He's going to push into the wall. No caution yet, and that just screwed us over. Now here on lap 21 here, we're going to be 3 wide now, make it 4 wide. Kyle Busch is sideways. We're still 4 wide. We can't get out of this. We're still now 4 wide again, and we somehow make it with no caution and nobody wrecking. And we're going to go past the whole field now. I guess a lap car's in front of them or something. And we pass them all up into the top 21. Now a couple laps later, we're already up into the top 10. Now up into the top 8 as Logano just slowed down that whole pack. As we go through 3 and 4, they're already pitting here. Are we going to try to pit? Yes, we are. We're going to try to come in with them. See if we can somehow do anything with them. As we are going to come into the pits. No speeding, no speeding. Good job from us. Full can of gas, no tires, and definitely fixing that damage from Cody Ware. As we are first to come off from our group, Kevin Harvick will be your race leader as we go through the backstretch, and now they head through turns 1 and 2. We are up into this 4th spot as now Kurt Busch and Christopher Bell are going to pass us around the outside, as now we have a little mini pack here at lap 25 of 32 in stage number 1. And we just got passed like a lot. As we go through the front straightaway here into the tri-oval, we're going to catch up to the back end. Now you can see Greg Biffle behind us here in the 6th position. Somehow Kevin Harvick is still up here trying to see how far he can stretch it on that fuel window, as we're going to be battling for hopefully the provisional race lead here with Denny Hamlin and me. And now Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle's going to push up into the wall just like Cody Ware. And that will come to the end of stage number 1 as we will finish 6th. Pause to your favorite driver finish in stage number 1. As everyone else is, we are pitting, as we will take full gas, just top off. We're heading green from the race lead. Green flags in the air. We're back underway in stage number 2 of the Daytona 500. 31 laps in the stages. We're going to get off to a great start as we head through turns 1 and 2. About a lap later, they do catch up to us, and Brad Keselowski and others will pass us on the bottom lane, as we are still going to be up here into the top 5, but with how that lane is moving on the bottom, we definitely aren't. Now about 2 laps later, we are in the middle of 3 wide here on the bottom now. As we go through turns 3 and 4, we're going to go all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. We're still going to be 3 by 3 here, battling up here for the race lead. A big push to the 31 of Justin Haley to the race lead. Justin Haley will go as we're still going to be on this bottom lane as Haley goes up to the top. Now it comes back to about me and the 4 of Kevin Harvick make contact. 28 laps to go in stage number 2. As we go through turns 3 and 4, and come off turn number 4, me and Greg Biffle are going to be side by side making a ton of contact as we go all the way through the tri-oval right now. We're still going to be 3 wide, and Greg Biffle, that is our payback to him after putting us into the wall. As you can see, we do lose a ton of spots with him, but it won't be as bad as him as we put him in the wall to get our payback. Now, several laps later, we are just dropping like a rock here in 17th position. As you can see, Bubba Wallace to our outside right now. He will pass us pretty much with ease. As here comes the 51 of Cody Ware. He's going to get us loose, and we're going to hit him into the wall. You could call that payback, but I don't think so. I just got very loose and hit him, causing a big caution there. As we are midway through this stage, caution flag waves, and we're going to head back green after pitting. We are going to be the last car on the lead lap besides Eric Almirola, who just got the free pass. Now hanging back to the green flag. Green flag's back in the air. We're back underway at the World Center of Racing. Already up here into the top 20. We're going to head down to the bottom of the racetrack, see if we can pass Alex Bowman as we head through turns 1 and 2. About 2 laps after the restart, Bubba Wallace, you can see his tires start skidding, and they're skidding even more as we go down the backstretch now. We're going to try to block and maybe get a big push. As someone just blew up where a tire went down for them, as a big caution just came out right in front of the pack. About to head back green here from Daytona. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway here as we are inside the top 20 as we head back to the start-finish line. Next to an old friend of Greg Biffle after he wrecked us and we wrecked him. As now a big stack up here as we're going to head through the middle of the racetrack. See if we can somehow pass some more cars. It's a huge stack up around that top lane. Now on the backstretch now we are on the top lane with Joey Logano giving us a huge push as we head through 3 and 4. Up here on this top lane. Hemrick's going to get loose. I actually make contact with him and go up into the wall as we lose spots just from that. Not Hemrick's fault, just my fault. As I'm going to come across the middle of the racetrack and we're going to go around. We're going to go around. Big wreck. We're upside down. We are upside down here at Daytona. And now we're going to barrel roll back onto 4 wheels. Big caution flag here as we do land it back on all 4s. As we do have a ton of damage, 4 seconds of damage. We are definitely going to pit just so we can fix that damage. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway from Daytona. About 3 laps after the restart, we're here on the bottom lane, battling up here in the top 5, maybe for the race lead. As we go through turns 3 and 4 right now, Austin Cindric in the 2 will give us a huge push. We're going to still be 3 wide as we head through turns 3 and 4 and coming down, back down to the front straight away. Ryan Blaney is going to be a race lead with Alex Bowman in second, me in third. Just very aggressive pushing from every single lane, even that 3rd lane up there. We're going to get very sideways. The 44 got under us as we're going to go now for the race lead here on the bottom of the racetrack. Austin Cindric in the lead. We're going to battle for the race lead. We will overtake the race lead, as we go through turns 3 and 4. Greg Biffle is going to be right behind us. We're blocking right now. We're still going to be in the middle of 3 wide, trying to block every lane as Brad Keselowski and Austin Cindric are now to our outside as we head back to the start finish line. 7 laps to go this time by. That bottom lane is just too fast for us, as we're going to have to somehow head down to the bottom of the racetrack. We kind of cut off Chase Elliott as we go down the backstretch now up into the 4th spot, as we are getting a ton of slipstream here as we head down this back straightaway. Now in the 2nd position, LaJoy gets loose. LaJoy goes around after making contact with us. We're still going around. Bowman hard into the wall. We're hard into the wall. As a big wreck there. Ryan Blaney's around in front of us as everyone's going to pit here with 6 laps to go in the stage. We're at a go back green with probably about 3 to go. After that restart and everything, as you can see, we're going to be in the 4th position with William Byron to our outside, as we're going to have 2 laps to go when we come by the next time. Down the backstretch now, Chase Briscoe looks like is your race leader. As you can see, Harrison Byrne in 2nd. We're battling for 3rd with William Byron. We will get past him as we go down on the final lap here in stage number 2. It's me and Greg Biffle side by side for the race lead as we go down into turns 1 and 2. Now coming out of turn number 2, we're still going to be side by side. Truex going to give us a huge push out of the way almost as we are on this top lane. Can we somehow win stage number 2 here from Daytona? We're going to get up, down, and see if we can somehow pass them. We look up high. We look down low. Can we somehow pass them coming off turn number 4? Now coming off turn number 4, we're going to head down to the bottom of the racetrack. Denny Hamlin's going to give us a huge push as we head back to the start and finish line. This is going to be a photo finish. We're actually going to pass him to end stage number 2, a winner here, as we're going to get 10 points and a playoff point as we can use for the whole season. After pitting and everything, we're going to head back green as the race leader here from Daytona.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready here.
Green flag back in the air. We're back underway from Daytona. We have 33 laps to go here in the race and in the Daytona 500. Now as several laps go down, we're still battling for a race lead with Kurt Busch now overtaking us. We're going to be in the 2nd position right behind Kurt Busch. And as we come off turn number 4, we're going to see if we can go to the outside and pass the 45 car of Kurt Busch for the race lead. As we go down into the front straightaway, into the travel, we have 30 laps to go here as we're going to have the race lead from Daytona.
Got one down low now.
Now Suarez to our bottom, see if he can pass us. Here comes Kurt Busch back. And we're going to get freight train from that bottom lane as Daniel Suarez almost causes that big wreck here as he is very loose in the middle of the racetrack. He's still hitting us as we're just trying to be on the side draft and a big time stack up. He's still getting loose as you can all see all the tire smoke there as caution flag will wave now from Daytona in the Daytona 500. We are not going to pit as we will have 8 laps of fuel left, which those 8 laps should take us down to being inside the fuel window for the final stint. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway from Daytona International Speedway as we will be outside the top 10, battling for a top 10 spot. Inside the top 15, though, I think we have a good chance of winning this race as we go down to turn number 1. We're looking on the bottom of the racetrack. That move was borderline illegal. I'm glad they don't have an NASCAR Heat 5 double yellow line rule here. As we go through turns 3 and 4 now, about 5 laps later, we are going to be on this top lane, see if we can somehow get into the top 10 and deep into the top 10. As we go down the front straightaway, we are going into the top 8. We're going to get hit. We're going to go around. We're flying up into here, into the catchments, and we're flipping over and over as we will land back on all 4 wheels. 18 seconds of damage, huge damage, but this caution will actually kind of help us as we are going to get enough fuel into the car to make it the rest of the way. About to head back green flag back in the air. We're back underway with about 20 laps to go here from Daytona International Speedway. Yeah, just in the 28th position. Let's see if we can somehow manage to go up the field right now as we're already up into 23rd position as a ton of smoke. Oh my God, here comes a 15, I think, of David Reagan. Come right across our screen, almost hit us as the caution flag waves. As we will head back green here from Daytona after that huge wreck from the 15 of David Reagan. 11 laps to go from Daytona International Speedway in the Daytona 500. Now as we head back to the line here in the top 20 with a push from Eric Jones, we will have 6 laps to go in the Daytona 500 as we're going to go up to the middle, just see how many moves we can get here with the final 6 laps. Martin Truex Jr. gets us loose. We're still being and banging off the 6, and the 43 gets below us. Now heading through turns 3 and 4 up into the top 20 as we will be in the middle lane. See if we can maybe get down to the bottom of the racetrack. The 27 is going to give us a huge push. We're 4 wide here. Chase Elliott in the 43 of Eric Jones somehow save it as we head back to the line. 5 laps to go from Daytona. Now through the middle, see if we can somehow pass anyone as we're going to come back to 4 laps to go. Me and Austin Dillon make a ton of contact here. We're in the 13th position with 4 laps to go. Caution flag will wave here once again from Daytona as we will have an overtime restart here in the Daytona 500.
All right, you're coming to the green. Be ready here.
Green flag back in the air. The World Center of Racing is back underway. Bubba Wallace will lead us back down to the green flag and a 2-lap dash to the finish here as we are up into the 12th spot. Let's see if we can somehow win this race from the 12th spot on this final restart. As we head through turns 1 and 2 on the bottom of the racetrack, we're going to be battling with Tyler Reddick for the 10th position. We're going to be side by side for the 10th position. As we come off turn number 2, we will get past him a little bit, but can we fully clear him? No, we cannot. Harvick is not giving us a big push. As we go down the backstretch, Harvick is now enabled our draft partner. She's going to give us a huge push as we head down to the bottom of the racetrack. We're going to make this thing 4 wide with Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, and Cody Ware. As we go through turns 3 and 4, we're already up into the 6th position and battling for a win here at Daytona. Now up into the top 5, battling with Bubba Wallace. We will pass him for the 4th position. As we head back down to the white flag, Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney are 1-2. 1-2 are Penske teammates as we head through turns 1 and 2 right now. We're going to look to the outside of Ryan Blaney as we're going to get pushed up the racetrack. Harvick's going to put us into the wall. Oh my God, that could be payback later in the season. As we do shift down all the way to 4th gear, we are going to be in the 7th position. Austin Cindric is your race leader as we head down the backstretch right now as we are into the top 10 still after that huge stack up and Kevin Harvick putting us into the wall just like we've seen today with the 51 of Cody Ware and the 44 of Greg Biffle. And a pass for the race lead as we go through turns 3 and 4 now. Ryan Blaney is going to come back to the start-finish line. He is going to be a Daytona 500 winner as we're going to battle for the 9th position with David Reagan. We will pass him and finish at 9th. Pause, see where your favorite driver finished in the Daytona 500 here. As we look at the point standings, Kevin Harvick is your points leader with me in 2nd. Pause, see where your favorite driver is in the point standings after Daytona. As we look at the playoff standings, the 12 of Ryan Blaney is locked into the playoffs. I'm in 3rd. Pause, see where your favorite driver is in the playoff standings. If you like these type of videos, please like and subscribe for more.